Hey everybody, this is Ryan from Puro Clean of Keller. We're here on site at another cigarette odor job. Just nicotine everywhere. The customer just bought this house. It was owned by a previous smoker. And before they sold the house, they do what a lot of people try and do, and that is paint over the walls, because a lot of people are under the impression that as long as you put some kind of barrier, like a layer of paint or a layer of Kills, in between the wall where all the nicotine is and the rest of the house, well, that's going to lock it in. What they don't realize is that if you were to look at paint or Kills underneath a microscope, it looks like Swiss cheese. I mean, there's just like big, huge holes all throughout it, and the odor molecules from the nicotine are teeny tiny, so they just pass right through. House still smells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you what part of this area looks like. I think this is the room where they were actually smoking, at least the majority of it. But as you guys have heard us say before, when it comes to odor, you have to remove the source first before you do anything else, before you deodorize, before you try and do some kind of ozone or hydroxyl or whatever people are doing. You've got to remove the source first. So without that, it's still going to smell. So I'm going to show you kind of what that looks like. So I don't know if you can see the walls. They look a little dark, but not like super yellow or anything like that. So I'm just going to run the rag that we're using. We're just going to run it over and see what we find. So everybody knows I'm not cheating. Here's what the rag looks like now. Nice and white and clean. And we're just going to test it on this wall right here. So we'll just do a couple of these slats and we'll see what we get. All right, here we go. Now you can see that the rag is nice and yellow. So that is the nicotine that is being pulled away from the wall. We have a special product with a really high grade surfactant, so it just kind of brings the nicotine right out of the pores on the walls and cleans off the nicotine, transfers it to our rag right here. So once again, for those of you who have some kind of bad odor, maybe it's smoke from a fire, maybe it's nicotine, or something else, if you don't remove the source, then the smell is still going to be there. And sometimes you can't even tell, right? I mean, we may not even be able to tell by the walls in here that they're really all that bad. I didn't think they were all that bad, except for maybe the window. But clearly the evidence says otherwise. So if you experience any type of odor or other property damage like water or fire or mold, please let us know. This is Ryan from Puro Clean of Keller. See you next time.